The Middle English. Middle English extends from about 1100 to 1450 AD. It begins with the Norman conquest and ends with the transition period, leading to the loss of medieval ages. Sweeping changes in the vocabulary marks this period. This period marked a new beginning in England. William, the Duke of Normandy, conquered the Anglo-Saxon England in the Battle of Hastings. Norman forged the spirit of nationalism and marked the beginning of a new language and literature. It is the period of formation of English language. The following five major dialects of Anglo-Saxon period continued to develop. First, the Old Northumbrian dialect consisting of the lowland Scots and Northern English. Second, East Midlands and West Midlands corresponding to Mercian. Third, Southwestern or Mercian. Fourth, Southeastern or Kentish. Fifth, Southwestern or West Saxon, which was used in Old English period. The new cross currents influenced the growth and development of language. The Anglo-Saxon speech simplified itself by dropping most of its Teutonic inflections and absorbed eventually large part of French vocabulary. The East Midland dialect, under the influence of French, developed into the received standard English of today. The French influences were observed on both language and literature. The basic character of English vocabulary was finally lost. The Norman rules introduced so many words were different from the Old Norse. As far as inflections are concerned, they had already become much blurred and weakened the influence of Old Norse. Here, Old Norse means the North Germanic language of medieval Norway, Iceland, Denmark, and Sweden up to the 14th century, from which the Scandinavian language are derived. Before the Norman conquest first caused it by Scandinavian invasions and influenced the Northern and Midland dialect early. But the Norman conquest, which brought Norman rule in England, brought so many changes as seen above. Hence, the Middle English period is termed as period of level inflections. This weakening of inflections caused the word order to become less free. It encouraged the growth of prepositions. French translators left their mark on English spelling and pronunciations. As a result, English has lost much of its homogeneity. Latin was used for all learned work, and Norman French was the language of aristocratic life, while English was reduced to the position of a set of spoken dialects with no common efforts made to evolve a standard or literary form. In 14th century, England became the center of commercial, political and ecclesiastical life. The dialect of London emerged as the widespread medium of written expression. Since England was inhabited by the people of very heterogeneous nature, the dialect of London was mixed dialect. The meanness of the Oxford and Cambridge helped to make London dialect something wider and more acceptable. Middle English period came to an end with the introduction of printing in England by Caxton. The later half of 15th century marks the transition from Middle English to Modern English. Hope you loved this. Do like, share and subscribe the channel Noosphere for more such interesting informative videos. Thank you.